welcome again to our daily thought. I want us to look this morning at an amazing psalm, a psalm that is almost known by everyone, Psalm 23. And the heading I've given this morning is Blessings not only found on the mountaintop, but in the valley also. And I thank God that my God is not only the God of the mountaintop, but he is the God of the valley. And I thank God that he's there when everything is going well. But I thank him more that he's there when everything seems to be falling apart. When everyone else leaves, when everyone else doesn't want to know, my Saviour, my Jesus, my friend, never leaves me and never forsakes me. This Psalm 23, has been a blessing to multitudes over the years. It begins with the statement that the Lord is our shepherd. I remember being told a true story of a chaplain in the army who, just before the soldiers went out to battle and they were fearful and concerned and worried, he told them that as long as they knew Jesus as their own personal friend and Saviour, whatever happened, all would be well. And so he taught them a 5-worded prayer. And what a lovely prayer this is. Simply, the Lord is my shepherd. And it's that my that makes all the difference, that personal experience that makes all the difference. And that, as they said the prayer, he said to put their thumb up and say, there. And then the next finger and say, Lord. And then the third and say, is. And then the fourth finger. And he said, if you want Christ to be your Saviour, to grasp it and say, my. And then the fifth, shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. And they'd gone out to the battle. When the battle was over, the chaplain walked around the battlefield to see if he could find any injured of his men. But he found one who was dead. And as he looked at him, he saw that he had grasped his fourth finger and he had found Jesus in his dying moments. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful miracle took place for that man. Oh, I trust that all this morning will find Jesus as your own personal Saviour, that you will be able to say, my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd, for he constantly cares for us. It goes on to say, I shall not want. Thank God this morning, friends, if we know Jesus as our shepherd, we will never want for anything that is needful, for he supplies our every need. He supplies with his need, not with his greed. You see, the psalm continues to speak of heights of experiences. The Lord gives sustenance and peace in green pastures and leads us in his ways. Even life's deepest sorrows, the Lord promises that he will be with us. And at all times he will supply our needs. His blessing overflows more than we could possibly imagine. This psalm concludes with the guarantee of our destiny as believers, that we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. However, there is one sentence in the psalm that I find remarkable. It says, he leadeth me beside the still waters. We all love mountaintop experiences, those times when we are full of joy and excitement, everything's going well, seems to be no problem, the sky is blue and the sun is shining, but still waters are not found on mountaintops. There's the tumbling waterfalls and the rushing torrent hurtling into the valleys. Still waters are always in the deep valleys. And so often, friends, the presence of the Lord is felt more closely in each of our lives when we're in valley experiences than on the mountaintop. The Lord may lead us into valleys of experience that seem dark and foreboding, but take courage, friends, because that's where the still waters are. And remember, friends, if God has led us there, he is with us. And not only will he lead us into the valleys, but he will bring us out of the valleys. The Lord's blessing is there in the valley, and his presence is there for you and me. You going through a difficult time today? Is the way difficult and dark and stressful? Can I just tell you, friends, that Jesus hasn't left you. Jesus is right there with you. Feel his presence today. Feel those everlasting arms round about you and underneath you. for they will never fail you. God bless you. And I look forward to speaking with you again tomorrow morning. Same time, same place.